ameenda. Nataka kurudi Kabarnet kama jana huko. Kasirika. Nimeletea chizi na makasirika.
Mr. Wise,
Wabu Studios,
Hustler, oh Ruto, we love you so much. Nani anajua shida zetu?
Ni Hustler.
Nani anajua shida za vijana?
Ni Ruto.
Nani anajua shida za mama mboga?
Ni Hustler.
Ni nani anajua shida za wazee?
Ni Ruto.
Ni nani anaweza kuwa uchumi wa Kenya?
Ni Hustler.
Hey, yeah. Kiongozi ambaye ni mcha Mungu
Ni Ruto.
ni Hustler, ni Hustler, ni Hustler,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
ni Hustler, ni Hustler, ni Hustler,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
ni Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
ni Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Kama amehakikisha kweli Ruto ni tosha. Kama amehakikisha kweli Ruto ni tosha. Oscar amehakikisha kweli Ruto ni tosha. Muhammad Ali amehakikisha Ruto ni sawa. Moses Kuria amehakikisha Ruto ni tosha. Oh, Moses Kuria amehakikisha Ruto ni tosha. Murkomen amehakikisha Ruto ni tosha. Murkomen amehakikisha Ruto anatosha. Wachungaji makanisa ni wasema Ruto ni tosha. Wananchi wote nchini wasema Ruto ni sawa. Ruto, tunataka Ruto, tunataka Ruto,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, tunataka Ruto, tunataka Ruto,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Hasla, tunataka hasla, tunataka hasla,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
hasla, tunataka hasla, tunataka hasla,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, we love you, Ruto.
Tumeona unatosha.
Ruto, we need you, Ruto.
Tumeona unatosha.
Ruto, we love you, Ruto.
Mungu Baba akulinde.
Hasla, we love you, Hasla.
Adui wasikupate.
Nani anajua shida zetu?
Ni Hasla.
Ni nani anajua shida zetu?
Ni Ruto.
Hey, yeah. Ni Hasla, ni Hasla, ni Hasla,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
ni Hasla, ni Hasla, ni Hasla.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto,
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
ni Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
This one is for you. Ango. Dorcas. Producer Nandi on fire. Mama, macha megesile bogalale noin. Wogo tono mutiotwe. Mama, moche sagite. Ogilenge chengi Kericho, Gotu ya agage, manamge ya kusare kui. Kipchirchir, mama, machamege senge. Utindurere kipchumba we, tagazane ngokwe, wanajitu gunwe, machamege senge. Rekwe, Kipirchi,
Kermeswe Kipirchi, Agirat Payan, Mama, Macho Meges.
Wale Bible, Moname Bondit, Gachagua, Mami Bondit na Megolenji, Kiterteri Tuko, and Gainet of Jesus. Amen. Mita Mungu Kipirchi, Negia Etugule, Kitoboni, Kipirchi,
Kermeswe Kipirchi, Agirat Payan, Mama, Macho Meges.
Sororo ya lenji Kipirchi, Chame Mungu, Ongi Tanyi, Muti Tapche,
Kermeswe Kipirchi, Agirat Payan, Mama, Macho Meges.
Waga Sama Watologically, Ogi Megitun, Outologically, Macho Meges.
Kermeswe Kipirchi, Agirat Payan, Mama, Macho Meges.
Nano Sama Tologic, Oname Utipirchi, Sigo Gimitwe, Macho Meges.
Kermeswe Kipirchi, Agirat Payan, Mama, Macho
Neno la Mungu linasema, tafuteni kwanza ufalme wa Mungu na haki yake, na mengine yote mtaongezewa.
Onge Namgewe Golenji, Kego na chepsogeyot we ak busurek we kipchirchir
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
wale baiboli moname bondit kap chagobo mami bondit name kolenji kiterteri tugul en kainetab Jesu amen mite Mungu kipchirchir nekiyoe tugul we kitoboni we kipchirchir
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
soror kalenjin kipchirchir we chame Mungu we ongitanyi we mutitab Jesu
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
wakasomwa waktolochik we okimekitun ouit tolochik we machamegei
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
nanosomok tolochik oname ut kipchirchir we sikokimit we machamegei
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama
Neno la Mungu linasema, tafuteni kwanza ufalme wa Mungu na haki yake, na mengine yote mtaongezewa.
ongenamgewe kolenji kekunagenge kibagenge kokimnotenyon
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
mengoike chukibo kirukikwe chukiche somok we kingotoyo we kikiam ketar
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
wonginde kiptayat tainyo kararan banda nekoberur Mungu we kipchirchir
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
lowele kikebunu kityo nanomwowon makotesiru takutitwe kenamdeta
Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot
nenyonte kao
mama machamegei Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei Kermeswek kipchirchir ak kiratkoyot mama machamegei
Hakikisha kweli Ruto nitosha. Oscar amehakikisha kweli Ruto nitosha. Muhammad Ali amehakikisha Ruto ni sawa. Moses Kuria amehakikisha Ruto nitosha. Oh, Moses Kuria amehakikisha Ruto nitosha. Murkomen amehakikisha Ruto nitosha. Murkomen amehakikisha Ruto anatosha. Wachunga Wachungaji makanisani wasema Ruto ni tosha. Wananchi wote nchini wasema Ruto ni sawa. Ruto, tunataka Ruto, tunataka Ruto,
rais wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, tunataka Ruto, tunataka Ruto,
rais wetu wa kesho.
hasla, tunataka hasla, tunataka hasla,
rais wetu wa kesho.
hasla, tunataka hasla, tunataka hasla,
rais wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, we love you, Ruto.
Tumeona unatosha.
Ruto, we need you, Ruto.
Tumeona unatosha.
Ruto, we love you, Ruto.
Mungu Baba akulinde.
Hasla, we love you, hasla.
Adui wasikupande.
Nani anajua shida zetu?
Ni Hasla.
Ni nani anajua shida zetu?
Ni Ruto.
Hey, yeah. Ni hasla, ni hasla, ni hasla,
rais wetu wa kesho.
ni hasla, ni hasla, ni hasla.
rais wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto,
rais wetu wa kesho.
ni Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto.
rais wetu wa kesho.
This one is for you. Ango. Twende kasi. Producer Nandi on fire. Silde goga lale noi. Goga tono mutiote. This one is for you. Ango. Dorcas. Producer Nandi on fire. Mama, macha megesile bogalale noin. Wogo tono mutiotwe. Mama, moche sagite. Mama, macha megesile. Wogilenge chengi Kericho. Wotu ya agage. Manamga ya kusarekwe. Ipchirchir. Chumbawe, Tagazana and go quick, when I cheat to Gului, much of Megas, Mama, much of Megas, much of what I'm doing on attack with. I go to no so way, Magonda Gonda, much of Megas, Mama, much of Megas, Aliana Murujon. Sundi, ingo toy yemetwe, magonda germensu hekiti, agira kweon, mama, macha meges, ingele yaskiti, komiga tamo, mana metenda we, kipiti, germensu hekiti, agira kweon, mama, macha meges.
This is a long song.
Mic check. We're live from ELdama Ravine town.
This is Baringo News, Ravine News, and the entire Elgeyo media fraternity. We are coming to you live from ELdama Ravine, or rather ELdama Ravine town, where the Deputy President is expected to address a public rally. Remember, it is 2022 and the general elections are drawing nearer. General elections that are scheduled for August 9th of 2022. It's about 7 months to the general elections, and campaigns are picking the tempo. And today the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto is expected in ELdama Ravine, where he will be addressing a public rally, or rather a political rally. From the pictures you can see quite a number of vehicles are already parked. From the initial plan, the Deputy President was expected to address the people of ELdama Ravine at the town, one of the streets in town, the main streets in town. Apparently it seems like they have shifted the venue. They have moved into a bigger ground now that there's been a huge number of people coming. There's a huge influx of people coming to listen to the Deputy President and the leaders that have accompanied him. We've seen leaders from as far as Nandi County. We've seen a public address system for Governor Sang Tugatai, which arrived here quite early in the morning. We've seen leaders from Laikipia. We've seen leaders from Nakuru. We've seen leaders from Uasin, Gishu. We've also seen leaders, of course, from Baringo County, and ELdama Ravine being the most represented, having been the host of this event. You must appreciate that it is a weekday, but look at the numbers. You can see quite a number of people are lined up along the fence. They are just waiting for the aspirants to agree on how this huge number of people will fit into that field. And if you can zoom closer, you will notice that there is the public address system for the Deputy President. It has already been set, which implies that this could be the ultimate place where the DP will be addressing the people of ELdama Ravine. That's a public address system, or rather the vehicle that is carrying the public address system for the Deputy President. Yeah. This field is located just it's on your immediate right as you enter ELdama Ravine town. It's a field that was that belongs to one of the farmers' circle. I understand it belongs to the Sabatia farmers' circle. And from them you can hear the choppers starting to fly over the town. And maybe we can see if we can zoom in one of the choppers. You can see that some of the choppers are beginning to land. The Deputy President will be addressing the public rally here, then later proceed to Nakuru for another political rally. It's barely a week since the Deputy President signed, or rather recruited a new signing, that is Musalia Mudavadi, the presidential candidate for the ANC. The ANC, Musalia Mudavadi. And at the course of this live stream, you might have seen that there was a vehicle, a public address system bearing the branding for Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, the former Deputy Prime Minister. So one of the choppers has landed. That is an indication that the event is about to begin. And we'll be bringing to you live this event from ELdama Ravine town. And this is an exclusive live coverage from Baringo News, Ravine News, and it is courtesy of ELdama Media. the media company that is managing the 2 leading online platforms in Baringo County. Let's see who has just landed. Can see Senator Cherargei from Nandi, who is in a striped shirt, rather polo shirt. Can see who are these, trying to zoom in to know who they are. See the crowd that is beginning to build up. Motorbikes that have been mobilized by the various aspirants in the town and in the county. This rally becomes one of the first, as it gives an opportunity to the many aspirants who are vying for various seats in this county and this constituency. It also gives a platform to the Deputy President to drum up support for the bottom-up economic model. It is also the first rally after the merger between the ANC, owned by Musalia Mudavadi, and the United Democratic Alliance, that is UDA. It is the first public rally, and seeing the public address system branded His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, we would expect also his presence here. And this would be the first rally jointly held by the 2 co-principals in the newly formed alliance.
Sasa kule kijana tu. Acha. Unajua biashara yangu ni mwenye gari.
Okay, so as indicated earlier, we are coming to you live from ELdama Ravine town. ELdama Ravine town is one of the biggest towns in Baringo County. It is also one of the leading towns in terms of business. Quite a number of banks are hosted here. As they usually say, if you want to know how well a town is doing, you would judge it by the number of financial institutions that are available here. Some of the towns that are in Baringo are situated in the various sub-county headquarters. that is ELdama Ravine within Koibatek sub-county, Marigat within Marigat sub-county or Baringo South constituency. Koibatek sub-county is also known as ELdama Ravine constituency, or rather ELdama Ravine sub-county. Another town is Kabartonjo, which is the headquarters for Baringo North, Mogotio for Mogotio sub-county, and Baringo Central, that Kabarnet for Baringo Central. There's another chopper which is about to land, so maybe we can shift the focus into here. So this could be the chopper carrying the deputy president. Of course, that's our guess, but we will confirm in a few to know whether it actually is a chopper that is carrying the deputy president and other leaders. Remember, this rally was scheduled for 9 a.m. and notice that it's about by my phone I can see it is 27 minutes past 10. Looking at the flow of people towards where the chopper is, it could be an indicator that it is a deputy president who was just landed. Notice the flow of the cars towards where the deputy president, or rather the chopper has landed. That is, this could be the deputy president who has just landed. And from the zoom in, maybe coordinate with my camera person here. Yeah, it is actually the deputy president who has just landed. Notice how the people are getting to move closer to where the chopper is. We are yet to confirm. We will confirm to you who has just landed. Yeah, so I was giving you a background about Baringo County. Baringo County has 6 sub-counties, and each of the sub-counties has a major town. And where we are is ELdama Ravine town, which is the sub-county headquarters for ELdama Ravine. We have Mogotio town, which is the headquarters for Mogotio sub-county. We also have Kabarnet, which is the sub-county headquarters for Baringo Central, and also the sub-county headquarters, or rather the county headquarters for Baringo County. So from where we are getting the signal from where our cameras are, the deputy president has just landed, and they would be moving towards the town to address the public rally as planned. You can see everyone is trying to get to their space. The crowds that were forming near Sabatia field are now moving towards the town. Yeah, it could be one of the biggest rallies ever in this town, and we're yet to see more, owing to the fact that the country is set to hold a general election later in the year, that is August the 9th. Yeah, quite a number of leaders have come in to this place. Earlier in the day, we could see a vehicle branded Governor Sang for Nandi County. The deputy president right now is acknowledging greetings from the people of ELdama Ravine, and I bet this could be a prayer to anyone that maybe the deputy president could hold his rally there. However, it is a bit squeezed. Yeah. So the deputy president is in a
Maname bondit Gachagua. Mami bondit na megolenji. Kiterteri tukul en kainetab Gishu. Amen.
Well, the Deputy President is acknowledging greetings from the people of ELdama Ravine. You can see from the footage, see how the crowd is building up. Yeah, they are now heading to ELdama Ravine town. But it's not very clear whether that would really happen. But we'll just wait and see. That is the Deputy President. His convoy is joining the main highway. That is ELdama Ravine, Nakuru Road. And I believe they'll make a round through the town and go and address this rally within the central business district. They're approaching the junction which is heading to town. That junction is commonly known as Shimoni Junction. See how the crowds are forming. That is the Deputy President's convoy. It is heading to the central business district. That is Shimoni Secondary School. It's a day secondary school, just adjacent to the junction. Crowds are forming there, and in due time we will get to know if the Deputy President will address the rally at that point. The DP has actually gone into Shimoni Day Secondary School. You can see the students are gathered in a kind of an assembly, and the public has also been allowed in there. Yeah. Our apologies for the images that have been blocked by the very many trees around. Yeah, you notice that this town is well covered by, rather people have planted some good number of trees, which makes the town quite beautiful, if we can say. Just like the many towns like Kericho, it is known to be one of the towns that is forested. Even getting a good picture from an aerial view would be very difficult, owing to the number of trees that have been planted in the town. ELdama Ravine could be a replica of the same.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Mudhama amehakikisha kweli Ruto ni tosha. Mudhama amehakikisha kweli Ruto ni tosha. Oscar amehakikisha kweli Ruto ni tosha. Muhammad Ali amehakikisha Ruto ni sawa. Hakikisha hakikisha Ruto ni tosha. Murkomen amehakikisha Ruto ni tosha. Murkomen amehakikisha Ruto anatosha. Wachungaji makanisa ni wasema Ruto ni tosha. Wananchi wote nchini wasema Ruto ni sawa. Ruto, nataka Ruto, nataka Ruto.
Raisi wa kesho.
Ruto, twataka Ruto, twataka Ruto.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Hasla, twataka hasla, twataka hasla.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Hasla, twataka hasla, twataka hasla.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, we love you, Ruto.
Tumeona unatosha.
Ruto, we need you, Ruto.
Tumeona unatosha.
Ruto, we love you, Ruto.
Mungu Baba akulinde.
Hasla, we love you, hasla.
Adui wasikupate.
Nani anajua shida zetu?
Hasla.
Nani anajua shida zetu?
Ni Ruto.
Hey, yeah. Ni hasla, ni hasla, ni hasla.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Ni hasla, ni hasla, ni hasla.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Ni Ruto, ni Ruto, ni Ruto.
Raisi wetu wa kesho.
Hebu kidogo. Hebu kidogo. Basi.
Wanafunzi wa St. Patrick's Hamjambo. Yesu wasifiwe. Asante sana. Mimi nimefurahi kufika hapa shuleni kwenu. Mjumbe wenu nimefanyika hapa St. Patrick's Mixed Day Secondary School. Mwalimu wenu amenieleza kwa kifupi yani changamoto mko nayo hapa shuleni. Nataka niwaeleze ya kwamba kwa ushirikiano wetu na mjumbe wenu na viongozi wa huku tutahakikisha ya kwamba watoto wote wanapata nafasi nzuri ya kusoma. Katika hazina yetu ya CDF ili tuweze kuwafikia wanafunzi Kenya. Nataka nipongeze kamati ambayo inasimamia basari ama inasimamia CDF katika sehemu hii. Kazi nzuri wamefanya. Our commitment that CDF has done a tremendous job in matters education in Kenya. Funds available so that we can continuously improve infrastructure in our schools so that we can give opportunity for our children and the children of Kenya to get quality. Kwa sababu leo tuko na shughuli nyingine. Secondary.
Mic check. All right, the Deputy President has just left Shimoni Secondary School. It is a day secondary school which was built using the Constituency Development Fund. The main activity there was to open a laboratory, a science laboratory that was built by the CDF, Constituency Fund, National Government Constituency Fund, NGCDF for ELdama Ravine. And the host there was the ELdama Ravine MP, Mheshimiwa Moses Lesonet, who is serving his third term as an MP for ELdama Ravine. And right now he is looking at giving his shot on the top county seat. He wants to be the third governor for Baringo County. And 3 days ago, that is on Saturday, the Mheshimiwa Lesonet while addressing mourners in Poror, ELdama Ravine, made people aware of this visit by the Deputy President to Baringo. And somehow, true to his word, we can see the Deputy President has visited ELdama Ravine. He was saying that he had a message for the people of Tiati, where he held a rally on Saturday, and here we are in ELdama Ravine. The Deputy President is here. His convoy is now moving towards the town through Shimoni route, and just adjacent to the road you can see a building here. This is a public library which was built in partnership with CDF, among other donors that like Karen Roses. Those are some of the highlights, and this library was to be opened sometime last year by the president, but it's yet to be opened. However, it is still open for the public. So official opening would have happened last year. We also thought, as Baringo News, we thought maybe this would be one of the projects that the deputy president would be coming to inspect. Apparently, it doesn't look like so, because they have gone past the library and they are now proceeding into town. Yeah, and as we exit this venue from the camera, of course, you expect us to, rather, we'll be giving you live images from the ELdama Ravine Central Business District, where the deputy president will be addressing the main rally. That is within the town. It was by assumption that he could be addressing people on this field. The field you're seeing here, where the choppers have landed, and the VIP cars had been parked earlier in the day. But the plan has been retained. The convoy is heading to town, where he will be, the deputy president will be addressing the crowd from there. And in a few, we'll be giving you images, live images from the town, and also to listen to what the leaders have to say. So just to finalize about Baringo County, we have 6 sub-counties, and this time round I'll start with the far north, that is Tiati, formerly Baringo East constituency, that is in the far north, and its headquarters is called Chemolingot. That is the county headquarters, and I was giving you a highlight on the towns that are here in Baringo. Coming back towards the south, we have Baringo South constituency, which is headquartered in Marigat. Coming from Marigat, you would move down to Mogotio. Mogotio is headquartered at Mogotio town. And just near Mogotio town is ELdama Ravine town, where we are coming to you live from. And ELdama Ravine town, you move to Baringo Central, which is headquartered in Kabarnet town. Then finally, we have Kabartonjo, which is the headquarters for Baringo North constituency. Just to give a highlight on the leaders who are, it's an electioneering period, and a lot of people have shown their interest in contesting for the various seats. Maybe just to look into ELdama Ravine. ELdama Ravine is the home of the first and the second governor for Baringo. However, the origin is said to be Baringo North, and that is a matter that is debatable. The first governor was Governor Benjamin Cheboy, who is also looking at making a political comeback. And right now, you could see from the pictures, his campaign team, rather the young men, women who are dressed in their colors, or rather carrying their placards and the banners that are bearing their names. So Governor Cheboy is seeking to make a political comeback, and that is the first governor. The second governor is the current governor, Governor Stanley Kiptis. Governor Cheboy is from a place near town. They call it Kaburandi or Sosion. And Governor Kiptis is not very far from there as well. He comes from a place called Solian. And both governors trace their roots to Baringo North. And that's a conversation that is here with us as the people of Baringo. We are looking at who is coming from where, so that maybe do a regional balance in deciding who would be the next county boss. Will Governor Kiptis retain his seat? Will Cheboy make a political comeback? That is for the people to decide. Moving on, within ELdama Ravine, we also do have aspirants for the MP, and I think this would be one of the hotly contested seats now that the sitting MP, Mheshimiwa Moses Lesonet, who is serving his third term, is exiting to give it a shot on the county top seat. He wants to be the third county governor, or rather the third governor for Baringo County. you realize that there is a populist, many people are saying it's a populist statement, that he wants to reduce foreign and local travels by MCAs and also his executive, should he be elected governor for Baringo County. And this clarion call has been dubbed as Kiyuete, that is a Kalenjin word to mean that the governor, Mheshimiwa Lesonet Mtarajiwa, would want to control the cows, yani ndama, not to suckle from the cow. So in this case, these are figurative statement. The cow to represent the public funds, the money that are channeled to the county, and the calf to represent the MCAs or the executive. And his aim is to reduce foreign travels and also expenditure that may not seem to be very necessary, and channel the money to development. That is for Lesonet. He's exiting the ELdama Ravine MP seat and moving on to vie for governorship. And those who are looking at succeeding the third term governor is Mheshimiwa Halima Abdul. She's a lady. There's another aspirant called Dr. Carol Talam. She's an eye specialist. Halima Abdul is currently the personal assistant for the roads minister, engineer Masharia. She's a daughter to one of the former councillors here. Another aspirant is Nixon Mutai, who's the former chief of staff for Baringo County government. We do have Haro ya Maendeleo, that is Elijah Kiptanui, alias Sabur. We also do have about 10 aspirants in ELdama Ravine. There's another gentleman called Enoch Kipchirchir. We have Edwin Kiptis, who is a brother to the current governor for Baringo County. We also do have who else? I'm trying to check on my list. We do have Daniel Kiprop, alias Kappa. We also have a youthful aspirant by the name Emmanuel Ngetuny. He's barely 30 years old and is giving a shot on this seat for the second time, and is saying his ambitions are not meant for any other purpose but to serve the next generation, and his focus is not on the next election but the next generation. That is Emmanuel Ngetuny. Well, moving on to another sub-county, Mogotio, we do have the current MP, that is Dr. Daniel Tuitoek, who is being who is seeking to have, or rather to go on his second term. He was elected in 2017 on a Jubilee Party ticket. Right now he's vying on a UDA ticket. Former MP, Mheshimiwa Professor Sambili, is also looking at making a political comeback, and he wants to succeed Dr. Daniel Tuitoek. There's also another youthful aspirant in Mogotio, that is Kiborek Ruben, who is known for his Kalenjin vocabulary and trying to educate his voters using the Kalenjin language. Well, we move on to town now that we've gotten the live images from the town, from the ELdama Ravine CBD.
Watu wangwana
sana. Tunawashukuru, tuliomba kura yenu, mulitupatia, mukatuongezea maombi, tukaunda serikali ya Kenya. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ndio tukafanya ile mambo yote ambayo tumefanya hapa Baringo. Tumetengeneza barabara mpya karibu kilomita 400 na zingine zinaendelea saa hizi. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Hapa mulikuwa na stima watu 20,000. Leo tumefikisha watu 75,000. Mulikuwa na college moja peke yake. Tumejenga colleges zingine 5 hapa Baringo. Mimi nataka niwaambie watu wa Baringo, kwa sababu nyinyi ni watu wangwana, mimi nataka niwashukuru na niwaambie hii safari tunaanza, katikati yake kutakuwa na watu wa Baringo. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ni kweli ama si kweli? Mimi nimefika hapa leo, munajua hawa ni ndugu zetu wanakaribia hapa. Mimi nataka mjue hivi, sawa sawa wangwana Baringo, mimi nataka mjue hivi, hii safari nilianza hapa ELdama Ravine, mnakumbuka? Si mnakumbuka tulianza hapa Ravine, katika kiwanja hapa Ravine? Kumbe siku yake ilikuwa 2022. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ndio nimekuja tena kuanzia hapa. Leo tuko na marafiki. Sawa sawa. Tuko na marafiki, kina Gachagua wako hapa. Kina Nandi Nyoro wako hapa. Kina Kimani Ichung'wa wako hapa. Musalia Mudavadi ndio huyu anafika saa hizi. Moses Wetangula anafika hapa saa hizi. Mujue ya kwamba safari ya kutengeneza serikali ya Kenya tunakubaliana. Mimi nataka niwaulize, kuna wangwana wanasema eti wanataka kutupanga kwa maofisi na kwa mahoteli. Mimi nataka niwaulize watu hapa Baringo, sisi tutapangwa kweli kwa ofisi na hoteli? Ati watu wa hapa Baringo mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje? Ati mnasemaje? Asalala. So asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Ndio mimi nimekuja hapa kuwaambia hivi. Leo nasimama hapa kuwaambia wale wanafikiria wanaweza kutupanga kwa maofisi na mahoteli. Watu wa Baringo wamesema hawapangwingwi. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ati wamepanga, ati wako na candidate wao mwenye atalinda maslahi yao, mwenye atafanya vile wanataka. Ati wanataka kutuletea, ati huyo candidate wao akuja abadilishe katiba, aongeze mamlaka ya wadosi, ndio wale wamebakia wagawane. Ati wamesema tena watafute pesa kidogo ya handout, ati wakuja wapatie hawa vijana, ndio vijana wanyamaze. Mimi nauliza nyinyi watu wa Baringo, mnakubaliana na wale wanasema ati candidate wao akuja abadilishe katiba, ati aongeze mamlaka ya viongozi, ati aongeze vyeo ya viongozi, ati watuletee rege tena. Munasema tubadilishe katiba ama tubadilishe uchumi? Munasema tubadilishe katiba ama uchumi? Tubadilishe uchumi kwanza. Tubadilishe uchumi kwanza. Hebu nione wala wanasema tubadilishe uchumi kwanza. Mimi nataka niwaulize hapa Baringo, hapa ELdama Ravine, ati mzee akitendawili ati utakuja na handouts awapatie nyinyi handouts. Mimi nataka nimwambie mzee wa kitendawili, kwa sababu ya umri tunakuheshimu, lakini tafadhali hata wewe heshimu vijana wa Kenya. Hawa vijana wa Kenya sio wa kupangwa na handouts. Hawa vijana wa Kenya wanataka kujipanga na ajira na wanataka kujipanga na biashara. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ni kweli ama si kweli? Ndio mimi nasimama hapa mbele yenu watu wa Baringo, niwaambie agenda yetu number 1 kama team yetu hii ni kupanga vile tutaweka bilioni 100 kupanga ajira ya vijana wa Kenya. Tunaelewana? Agenda yetu ya pili ni kupanga vile kila mmoja wetu ataweza kufanya biashara, kuwe na mahali pa kufanya biashara, kuwe na pesa ya kufanya hiyo biashara, na kuwe na sheria ya kulinda haki ya kila mtu. Jambo la tatu, tunasema vile tulikuwa tumepanga ndani ya Big Four, tunaweka pesa ya kutosha kwa kilimo, tupunguze gharama ya mbolea, tupunguze gharama ya mambo ya kilimo, ili tuweke pesa ya kutosha kwa mfuko ya wakulima. Munanielewa? Na jambo la 4 tunasema hivi, kabla ya mwisho wa mwaka huu kila mmoja wetu atakuwa na bima ya afya ya NHIF before the end of this year. Vile tulikubaliana na nyinyi. Tunakubaliana? Tunakubaliana? Mimi nataka niwaulize watu wa ELdama Ravine, watu wa Baringo, munakubali tutembee hiyo safari pamoja? Munakubali tutembee hiyo safari pamoja? Basi mimi nataka mufungue barabara kidogo pale. Ndugu yetu Musalia Mudavadi ndio huyo. Ndugu yetu Moses Wetangula ndio huyo. Mutafungua barabara kidogo, sivyo? Kwa hivyo watu wa hapa Baringo, sawa sawa, mimi nauliza nyinyi, munakubali tuunganishe Kenya ama mnasemaje watu wa Baringo? Munakubali tuunganishe Kenya? Munamwambia Musalia tuunganishe Kenya? Munamwambia Moses Wetangula tuunganishe Kenya? Munamwambia Gachagua tuunganishe Kenya? Munamwambia Narok tuunganishe Kenya? Wapwani tuunganishe Kenya? Watu wa Central tuunganishe Kenya? Hebu nione wala wanasema tuunganishe Kenya, tuunganishe Kenya. Kwa hivyo nikisema harambee, mnataka mnisikize vizuri. Nikisema harambee, mnasema Kenya kwanza. Nikisema harambee, mnasema nini? Nikisema Kenya kwanza, mnasema kazi ni kazi. Alafu nikisema kazi ni kazi, mnasema bottom up, uchumi bora, pesa mfukoni. Tunaelewana? Harambee. Mnasema Kenya kwanza. Harambee. Harambee. Harambee! Harambee! Kenya kwanza! Mnasema kazi ni kazi. Kenya kwanza! Kenya kwanza! Kazi ni kazi. Hapana, munasema bottom up. Kazi ni kazi. Turudie tena, kazi ni kazi. Bottom up, uchumi bora, pesa mfukoni. Wakaribisha hawa ndugu zetu, wakaribisha hawa ndugu zetu jameni. Wakaribisha hawa ndugu zetu. Hiyo gari isonge, 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 isonge bado. Haya, wacha turudie tena. Harambee! Tunasema Kenya kwanza. Harambee! 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 Kenya kwanza. Tunasema kazi ni kazi. Kenya kwanza. Kenya kwanza. Kenya kwanza. Nikisema kazi ni kazi, munasema bottom up, uchumi bora, pesa mfukoni. Kazi ni kazi. Bottom up. Aya. Aya. Wapi nduru ya hawa marafiki zetu jameni? Wapi nduru, wapi nduru, wapi nduru, wapi nduru, wapi nduru? Hey! Basi, sawa sawa. Munakaribisha Omwami Musalia Mudavadi. Munakaribisha Moses Wetangula. Hebu nione wala wanasema tunawakaribisha, tunawakaribisha. Waheshimiwa, mimi nataka niwaambie watu wa Baringo. Sawa sawa. Tumekubaliana watu wa Baringo ya kwamba wale wanadhania watatupanga kwa mahoteli na kwa maofisi, tunawaambia hawa wa Kenya sio wa kupangwa. Ama mnasemaje watu wa ELdama Ravine? Mnasemaje watu wa ELdama Ravine? Sijasikia mnasemaje watu wa ELdama Ravine? Mimi nauliza nyinyi watu wa ELdama Ravine, nyinyi ni watu wa kupangwa? Nyinyi ni watu wa kupangwa? Wale wanafikiria watatupanga mnawaambiaje? 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 Mumewaambia tupangwingwi. Ngoja wewe nani, ngojea wewe usipeleke, ngoja imetosha hapo. Ngoja hapo, ngoja hapo. So mimi nataka niwaambie, si mnaona tumeungana? Mnakubali tuunganishe Kenya? Watu wa ELdama Ravine mnasema tuunganishe Kenya. Mimi nataka niwaambie hapa hivi. Mukiona Musalia Mudavadi hapa, mukiona Moses Wetangula hapa, mukiona Mheshimiwa Gachagua hapa, mukiona Ndindi Nyoro hapa, mukiona Governor Narok hapa, mukiona William Ruto hapa, sisi tumekubali kuungana, sio kwa sababu ni nini William Ruto atapata, sio kwa sababu ni nini Musalia Mudavadi atapata. Tumeungana ili tubadilishe Kenya, tuondoe siasa ya ukabila na chuki na siasa ya migawanyiko. Tunakubaliana jameni? Tunakubaliana? Hii Kenya lazima tuibadilishe. Na tumekubaliana na nyinyi. Munataka eti tubadilishe katiba kwanza ama uchumi kwanza? Munasema tubadilishe uchumi kwanza? Hebu nione wala wanasema tubadilishe uchumi kwanza, uchumi kwanza, uchumi kwanza. Sawa sawa. Watu wa Baringo tumekubaliana. Mwaka ni gani? Si mwaka ni huu. Si mwaka ni huu. Mimi nataka niwaambie, our unity, when you see us standing together, our unity is not because we want to know what William Ruto, Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, Gachagua, or any one of us can get. Our unity is so that we can bring the nation together and sort out the challenges that face our nation. We have mounting debt. We have unemployment. We have serious issues of ethnicity, and we must sort them out because Kenya belongs to each and every one of us. Mimi nawauliza ndugu zangu watu wa Baringo, tumekubaliana tunatembea pamoja? Tunakubaliana? Mnaturuhusu tuungane na tushirikiane na tuunde serikali ijayo yenye itaunganisha Wakenya wote? Hebu nione wala wanasema tuungane, 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 tuungane. Wacha nimuite kabla sijawaita wadosi hawa. Wacha nimuite wewe governor, simama hapo dakika moja, salimia hawa watu wa Baringo. Panda kwenda kwa gari yangu hapo. Ama nafikiri tungeenda pale. Sana Boko. Wacha nimuite wewe. Wapi mheshimiwa Lesonet, panda hapo wewe. Panda pale, panda pale. Endelea. Ngoja kidogo.
Rais ni nani? Hebu nione wale wanasema rais ni William Ruto. Lesonet. Chamge Wamune, naona mko chonjo kabisa. Mimi niko na jambo moja niseme. Nyinyi watu wa ELdama Ravine na watu wa Rift Valley, hatuungani kwa sababu tunataka kugawanya viti. Sisi tunaungana kama viongozi kuleta Kenya pamoja ili tuinue uchumi, ili tutoe maovu yote. These leaders have united in order to save the country from economic collapse. Ushanielewa? Mko tayari? Nani anasema ni William Ruto na Musalia Mudavadi? Bas, na Moses Wetangula. Arambe. Arambe. Asanteni sana.
ELdama Ravine, ELdama Ravine. Nikisema UDA tunasema kazi ni kazi. UDA. UDA. Mimi nataka kuhakikishia hivi watu wa Baringo. Vile kuko hapa Baringo, hata Murang'a tumeamua. Na vile kuko hapa Baringo, hata Nyeri tumeamua. Hata Kiambu tumeamua. Hata Embu. Mauti Kenya yote. Tuko na rais wetu wa 5 wa Kenya. Na anaitwa William Samoei Arap Ruto. Na ya mwisho, sisi kama watu wa Mlima Kenya na watu wa Kenya yote tumesema wa Kenya waungane, kwa sababu this race ya this year is between ile project ya serikali na project ya wananchi wa Kenya. Ni between rais yule anachaguliwa na babu wenyenye na serikali na yule tunachagua kama wa Kenya. Na yule atashinda ni wa Kenya na anaitwa William Samoei Ruto.
Haya. Baringo Baringo ha. Baringo Baringo ha. Ruto Ruto ha. Mudavadi Mudavadi ha. Weta ha. Imeiva ijaiva. Imeiva ijaiva. Unaona vile mambo inaenda baada ya earthquake. Unaona baada ya earthquake, ule jamaa nilimshikia kazi hapa akatoroka. Muliona namna hiyo? Baada ya earthquake, uliona mkutano ikafanywa jana huko Statehouse. Na mambo ni bado. Mambo bado. Mimi naamini ya kwamba nataka nishukuru Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais, viongozi wote wa UDA, nishukuru Mheshimiwa Mudavadi, nishukuru Mheshimiwa Weta, kwa sababu wameamua demokrasia ya Kenya ni ya maana zaidi kuliko mahitaji yao binafsi. Kwa sababu kwa miezi iliyopita sisi wa Kenya tumetishwa ya kwamba ati rais ataenda kupangwa kwa hoteli, lakini hawa wanaume wamesema ukombozi ya Kenya na demokrasia lazima ilindwe. Tunataka kumwambia wale ambao walikutana jana Statehouse na mahoteli ya kwamba we saw that in 2002 and we know what is the results. Your project will not succeed because Kenyan people will make their own decision. Kimi pamoja, mko tayari? Mtanichakulia senator wa UDA ndio niwachie kazi aendelee kutoka hapo. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Harambe! Harambe! Barabara ni moja. Kenya mpya. Uchumi bora. Kazi ni kazi. Hapo ndio tuko. Naibu wa rais, tunakutarajia uwe president tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8. Asanti sana Musalia Mudavadi. Asanti sana Wetangula kwa kusimama katika kikundi hiki. Hapa ndio kuna ushindi. Shida wananchi hawa ndio wataangalia. hawa ndio wanaangazia kutoka Turkana mpaka Kwale. Tuko ndani ya kikundi hii. Asanti sana.
ELdama Ravine, hamjambo? Hamjambo tena? Nimeleta salamu kutoka kwa Mlima Kenya. Mumepokea? Mumepokea? Pale kwetu Nyeri, Kiambu, Murang'a, Nyandarua, Kirinyaga, Embu, Tharaka Nithi, Meru, Laikipia ni William Samoei Ruto. Hapa Ravine muko sawa? Mumejipanga? Vita ni kati ya kitendawili na hasla. Muko pande gani? Muko pande gani? Watu wangapi wanasema ni hasla? Asante sana watu ya ELdama Ravine. Pale kwetu tumesimama gagare na nyinyi msimame gagare. Mutasimama gagare? Mutasimama? Kura ya hasla iko wapi nione? Asanteni sana.
Ravine, Ruto Musalia Weta Kenya kwanza ELdama Ravine, mumeamua? Munajipanga ama munapangwa na wezi wa COVID? Munajipanga? Hampangui ngui? Musalia amesema hapangui ngui. Weta amesema hapangui ngui. Hasla je anaweza pangwa? ELdama Ravine mnaweza pangwa? Ndio tunaambia Kenya kwanza. Bottom up, uchumi bora, pesa mfukoni. Ati bottom up, uchumi bora, pesa mfukoni. Wale wengine ambao wako na project, ile project ya wezi wa KEMSA COVID billionaires, wanataka pesa yote ya Kenya ibaki kwa mifuko yao, wale wezi wa KEMSA na madinasti wote wa Kenya. Tunaambia pesa itarudi mfukoni wa Mkenya muhasla wa kawaida. Baringo umeamua? Senator atakuwa ni wa UDA na mbunge wa UDA na rais ni hasla. Tuwe na Kenya moja, iko na timu ya Musalia na Weta. Kenya kwanza. Asante. Arambe! Arambe! Hapana, tumebadilisha mfumo. Tunasema Kenya kwanza. Arambe! Arambe! Kazi ni kazi. Bottom up. Pesa wapi? Mheshimiwa naibu ya rais, Mheshimiwa Wetangula, Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, watu ya Ravine, nyinyi mmekubali serikali imeundwa haijaundwa? Imeundwa haijaundwa? Nionyesheni kwa mikono. Ya mwisho, mimi nataka kutangazia wale wengine wanazunguka wakigawanya wa Kenya kwa misingi ya kikabila. Mumeona Kenya yote hapa? Si mumeona Western iko hapa? Si mumeona Coast iko? Si mumeona Central iko? Si Ukambani Murama na wale wengine wako? Si Rift Valley iko? Si Nairobi iko? Si hata Nyanza wako ndani? Hapa ni serikali sio serikali. Nionyeshe kwa mkono serikali ya William Ruto, serikali ya Moses Wetangula, serikali ya Musalia Mudavadi. Wadavadi walisema Mudavadi hawezi ungana na Wakenya. Ameungana hajaungana? Na wale wabunge wote wa Western wataingia ndani ya bottom up, uchumi bora, pesa mfukoni.
niko hapa na Mheshimiwa Wamalwa ambaye ni Secretary General wa South Kenya.
Aya, ELdama Ravine oye! Ruto oye! Mudavadi oye! Wetangula oye! Basi sisi tumekuja hapa, tulikuwa kule kwa vitendawili. Na mahali tulikuwa kitendawili tulikuwa na baba. Na baba akatuibia. Halo? Sisi tunasema ya kwamba tunafomu serikali bila baba. Sawa sawa? Yote inawezekana bila nani? Yote yawezekana bila baba. Yote yawezekana bila baba. Yote yawezekana bila baba. Yote yawezekana bila baba. Wakabi
Haya. Ruta Ruta. Mudavadi Wetangula Bas, wananchi wa Ravine, tunataka kushukuru Deputy President kwa kukuja hapa na ametambua kazi tulianza hapa, si ndio? Ya pili, mimi nataka tu nishukuru wale wabunge ambao wameshikilia Ruto tangu tuanze kazi hapa, watu kutoka Central, kutoka Western, na sasa tuko na Wetangula na Mudavadi, si ndio? Tuko na serikali, tunamaliza maneno au tumalizi? Asanteni, Mungu awabariki sana.
Asante sana mrembo. Wapi huyo mwingine anaitwa nani? Wengine. Asante sana Alima. Thank you very much. Asante sana mama Alima. Thank you. Haya, huyo mwingine nani? Asante.
Nixon.
Mmoja wale wanaamka kiti ya ELdama Ravine kuwa unamema. Asante sana.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, wakaji wa Ravine, amjambo tena. UDA imeiva ama haijaiva? Kazi mbele na aro ya maendeleo. Sisi watu wa Baringo tumeamua ni asla. Tumeamua ni nani? Asla. Asanteni sana na asante Bwana Mudavadi, Your Excellency Mudavadi Weta. Tunawashukuru sana kwa kuungana
na kulete Kenya pamoja. Baringo tuna mambo ya usalama na tunasema asante sana.
Arambe! Arambe! Kenya kwanza! UDA! Mheshimiwa Rais wa 5 wa nchi ya Kenya. Mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Emmanuel Ngetuny. Mwaka wa 2017 nikiwa na miaka 25 nilisimama ubunge Ravine hii. Wakati huo sikuwa na bibi, sikuwa na gari, sikuwa na kakitu na nikapata kura maelfu. Tulia. Wakati huo mimi nataka rais asikie. Wakati huo nilikuwa kwa chama mbaya. Sasa 2022 niko na bibi, niko na gari, niko kwa chama nzuri, niko na naibu wa rais na niko na kakitu. Watawezana kweli? Watawezana kweli? Asante sana, Mungu awabariki. Arambe! Arambe! UDA! 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 Arambe! Arambe! Nataka nikisema Ruto mnasema rem. Sawa sawa? Ruto! Ruto! Musalia! Weta! Jeptumo! Asante sana. Arambe! Naibu wa Rais, tumekukaribisha Baringo. Mimi ni CPA Richard Koech na wania kiti ya governor. Arambe! UDA! Asante sana.
Ravine oye! Ravine oye! Sasa mpunguze kushangilia, munisikie. Mimi ndio Weta, kiongozi wa chama cha Ford. Tumekuja hapa kwa sababu ya umoja wa nchi yetu. Mimi napita hapa kila wikendi nikielekea nyumbani, na mara mingi nikisimama vijana wananiuliza, mbona huungani na ndugu yetu Ruto? Leo tumekuja, hatujakuja. Tukiwa hapa leo, tunataka kuwarai wa Kenya, timu ambayo itaikomboa Kenya na kurudisha heshima ya nchi yetu, kurudisha pesa kwa mifuko ya wananchi, kumpatia mkulima heshima yake, kumpatia kijana nafasi yake, ni timu hii iliyoko hapa. Unajua, mimi na ndugu yangu Musalia siku ya Jumapili tulikata shauri, tukasema mwanamume anatairiwa mara moja maisha yake, hawezi katwa mara pili. Na siku ile tulikubali ya kwamba ndugu yetu William na sisi tutatembea pamoja bega kwa bega mpaka mwisho. Na hii si timu ya kujitafutia ukubwa. Hii ni timu ya masilahi ya Wakenya. Ndio tunasema tunataka uchumi ya wananchi imarike kutoka chini kwenda juu. Tunataka pesa kwa mifuko yenu, na kama tunasema kwa Ford Kenya tunataka usawa, haki na ukweli kwa kila Mkenya. La mwisho, wale ambao wako kwa serikali, jana koti imefanya ruling ya mwaka ya kwamba yeyote anataka kuja kung'ang'ania kiti atoke ofisi mwezi ujao tarehe 9, na wakuje tuonane mundu. Tuonane mundu. Munatukaribisha? Munataka tutembee pamoja Musalia, Weta, Ruto na kina Gachagua na wengine? Hii game imekwisha bwana. Hii game imekwisha. Na Ijumaa mimi nakaribisha William Ruto, Musalia Mudavadi na kila mtu Bungoma Ingo. Asante sana, mtuombee wale walagai waanguke kando, sisi tupite tuwaletee serikali. Thank you.
Wacha nikaribishe kiongozi wetu, rafiki yetu, muungwana, omwami, Musalia Mudavadi.
Salala. Ebu inua nione. Na upandu. Haya. Earthquake. Haya, Harambe. Asante sana. Harambe. Nikisema kazi ni kazi. Kazi ni kazi. Bottom up. Bora pesa mfukoni. Asante sana. Watu wa Baringo, kabla sijasema, nataka niwakumbushe mimi ni wenu. Mimi nilizaliwa hapa na mama yangu Rosbella Jerono alizaliwa hapa Ravine. Na wakina Albert Chemitei, Douglas Chemitei, those are my uncles. Najua wako hapa pahali. Jambo la kwanza, mimi nataka nimshukuru sana Deputy President wa taifa la Kenya, kwa sababu siku ya Jumapili yeye alikuja kule Bomas, tukaambia taifa kwamba earthquake imeingia. Tunalawana kabisa. Tutatembea pamoja. Tunataka tubadilishe Kenya. Tunataka demokrasia idumishwe. Hatutaki mtu kutuchagulia marafiki. Kama wewe ulikosana na Ruto, usinilazimishe mimi nimkosee Ruto. Tunalawana kabisa. Katiba yetu inasema kuna uhuru wa kukaa na marafiki wako na kuzungumza na yeyote. Mimi nakwambia kuna wengine wakati waliona Ruto wakatoroka mbio. Na hawa team yake ya UDA na magovernors na MPs ambao walikuja kule, tunatoa shukrani kwa sababu tulikuwa tunataka tuonyeshe wa Kenya
the people are the ones who decide. Tunaelewana? Mimi tulikubaliana kule kwa sababu tunaenda Nakuru. Sisi hatutokubali muradi wa serikali. Tunaelewana? Tunaelewana? Hatutokubali muradi wa serikali kwa kisiasa. Nilizungumza kwa hotuba yangu and I said there are many stalled projects, and I want to tell you Azimio is another stalled project. Tunaelewana? Tunataka tuchunge maslahi ya mwananchi. Tunataka tubadilishe uchumi. Tunataka yule mama, baba na kijana pale ainuliwe. Na ndio kwa sababu tumeungana, kwa sababu sera zetu zimeshikamana. Sio kutafuta kiti. Kwanza tukomboe taifa. Kwanza tukomboe nini? Tukomboe nini? Sasa mimi nataka niambie rafiki yangu Bwana Mheshimiwa President Uhuru, kwa sababu nimeona kwa magazeti alipokutana na wale ndugu zangu kutoka Western, alisema kwamba I am disappointed with Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi. You have a right to be disappointed. But Mr. President, Kenyans are even more disappointed. Kenyans are hungry. Kenyans have a huge debt burden. Kenyans are overtaxed. Kenyans are jobless. Kenyans are hustling. Kenyans are disappointed. Tusidanganyane. Nirudie. Kenyans are tired. Tusidanganyane. Kenya kwanza. Kenya kwanza. Sasa nawaomba tu muhakikishe mujiandikishe kuchukua kura, kwa sababu tunataka wale wana utaalamu wa kuiba kura mumwage kura kwa ballot boxes kila pahali paka utaalamu wao wa kuiba kura upote. Tunaelewana kabisa? Tuko kitu kimoja. Tuko pamoja. Hey, Mheshimiwa Ruto, wewe ulilisha hawa watu kitu gani? Asanteni sana, kwa sababu tunaelekea kule Nakuru. Tutatembea. Tunataka earthquake ifike Nakuru. Alafu Friday earthquake ifike Bungoma. Alafu Saturday earthquake iende Mlima Kenya. Tushikane na ndugu zetu hawa, wakina Chungwa, wakina Gachagua, wote tutetemeshe. Kenya ifanye ni tetemeka.
Tuko na viongozi wengi. Tuko na wale wanatafuta mambo ya women rep. Tuko na huyu mrembo. Tuko na wengine wengi. Tuko na wale wanatafuta kiti ya MCA. Tuko na wale wanatafuta kiti ya governor. Mutatusamee kwa sababu tunaenda Nakuru. Muji watastaya tu yet. Tuko na Jematia hapo. Yeye ni mbunge wetu wa East Africa. Tuko na speaker wetu Mheshimiwa Kericho. Tuko na ndugu yetu Mheshimiwa Makilap. Tuko na Tochim. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Lesonet. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Masmas. Tuko na hawa wengine wote. Tuko na leader of majority Bwana Lawi. Tuko na viongozi wale wengine. Watu wa ELdama Ravine tumekubaliana jameni. Munasema tutembee pamoja. Munasema tutembee pamoja. Munasema tukomboe Kenya. tumalize mambo ya madeni, tushughulikie mambo ya ukosefu wa kazi, tushughulikie mambo ya umaskini. Kenya tuibadilishe. Wale wanasema tuungane, jameni, nione kwa mkono. Basi watu wa Baringo, mimi nataka mjue tunawapenda sana, tunawatakia baraka ya Mungu. Asanteni sana. We love you people. God bless you. Na tutaonana tena. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
Oi, simama upige picha hizi. Haya, piga nimekusikia. Piga nimekusikia, simama. Nimekusikia, piga haraka.
Kwa sawa.
It's been about an hour of live stream, and we can see the Deputy President Musalia Mudavadi and the rest of the leaders, accompanied by their supporters, heading to where the choppers were power had landed. The team is now heading to Nakuru for another similar rally. The team is heading to Nakuru for a similar rally, a political rally. to the eyes of every organizer of the event, I believe they would sit down and say it's been a successful event, well attended, a receptive crowd, charged crowd, a crowd that was looking forward to listen from their leaders, from the Deputy President Musalia Mudavadi, the party leader for ANC, Moses Wetangula, the party leader for Ford Kenya, the aspirants for governor, senate position, MPs elected, both elected and those aspiring, and at least a mention for those who did not get an opportunity to speak during the event. From our end, we've been trying to give you the best of the pictures, the best of the sound, clarity of audio, and ensuring that you get a glimpse of every opportunity, or rather every event that was happening from the time the people woke up in the morning at about 5 a.m. to prepare, up to now that the Deputy President and his team are leaving for Nakuru for a similar rally. Just to give you a recap about Baringo County, Baringo County has 6 sub-counties. 6 sub-counties, and the sub-county that we are in right now is ELdama Ravine sub-county, or Koibatek sub-county, which is headquartered at ELdama Ravine town. ELdama Ravine constituency or sub-county has a population of voter population of about 54,000. That is according to the statistics of 2017 voter population given by IEBC. Mogotio is a nearby town, which is the headquarters for Mogotio constituency or Mogotio sub-county, with a voter population of about 28,000. This is a constituency that the proponents of BBI were saying it is endangered and would be collapsed and be merged with the nearby constituencies to form one because it didn't meet that threshold. That may not happen, of course, because we are barely 7 months to elections, and that may not happen. Marigat is a town. It is referred to as the business hub for Baringo County. It is the headquarters for Baringo South sub-county or Marigat sub-county. It is one of the hottest towns in the county. Of course, you can't compare with Chemolingot, which is the headquarters for Tiati sub-county, formerly East Pokot or Baringo East. We have Kabarnet, which is the headquarters for Baringo Central, and it is also the headquarters for the county. And finally, Kabartonjo, the locals there call it London. It is the headquarters for Baringo North. And just a highlight on the voter population for Marigat sub-county or constituency, it has a voter population of 35,000. And the statistics that I'm giving are according to the 2017 general election, or rather the numbers that were used by the IEBC in 2017 general election. Tiati sub-county had a voter population of about 28,000, similar to that of Mogotio. Baringo Central has had a population of 38,000. And finally, that of Baringo North, it was ranging about 42,000 as of 2017. On the leadership, being a political year, being an election year, everyone would want to know who is vying for what and which seat that they are looking at clinching at the end, or rather in August 9th. Of course, UDA remains to be the popular party in Baringo, and that is why you see such huge numbers on a Wednesday morning. People attending such a rally. You can see the support base, and on average, there's at least 5 aspirants for a given seat drawn from the UDA party. And of course, ELdama Ravine, where we are, it is a unique constituency because it has over 10 contestants, and I would be giving a highlight of each and every sub-county with the various seats and the various contestants that are eyeing the position of MCA, Member of Parliament, Governor, Senator, Women Rep, and also that of the Member of Parliament. So to begin with the county seats, we have 3 seats, that is a Governor, Women Rep, and the Senate position. You notice that the choppers are leaving where they had landed. That is the DP's chopper leaving the venue. It's the last one to leave, and they're heading to Nakuru for another rally like this. Continuing with the positions that are being contested for, we have the gubernatorial position, and that seat is currently occupied by Governor Stanley Kiptis, who is from ELdama Ravine. He is the second governor for Baringo County. He took over from the first governor, Benjamin Cheboy, who is also seeking to make a comeback. And a quick look on those who are vying for this position. We have, of course, the incumbent, Governor Stanley Kiptis. We have former Governor Cheboy, the first governor for Baringo County. We also have CPA Richard Koech, who is currently the clerk for the County Assembly of Baringo. Koech also served as a chief officer during the first county government, 2013 to 2017. He was the chief officer in charge of finance. He was also put on an acting capacity as the chief officer for health while he was holding the position of the chief officer for finance, treasury, and economic planning. That is CPO Koech. CPO Koech is from Baringo Central. Former Governor Cheboy is from ELdama Ravine. Another aspirant is Professor Segor. He is a current permanent or principal secretary for wildlife. That is Professor Segor. On Sunday, he held a prayer dedication service at his in Bartolimo, that is where he was born, and that is when he was expressing his intentions to vie for the seat of governor for the first time in public. Remember that public servants, any civil servant, is required to resign from their respective positions before the 9th of February 2022. That is for any public servant or any civil servant who is eyeing a political seat or who is seeking an elective position is required to have resigned by 9th of February. And notably, Professor Segor is among them and could be looking at, or rather could be targeting to resign before then, and that is why he unveiled his candidature on Sunday, the Sunday that of last week, or rather this week. The days of the week, Sunday is the first day of the week, so it was on Sunday this week. Another gubernatorial aspirant is Mheshimiwa Lesonet, the area MP for ELdama Ravine. He is exiting the seat having served for 3 terms. He's been the MP for ELdama Ravine since 2007. He was elected on an ODM ticket in 2007. Elected on a Jubilee ticket on a URP ticket in 2013. And a Jubilee ticket in 2017. Right now he's looking at being the third governor for Baringo County. That is Mheshimiwa Moses Lesonet. There could be other aspirants that would be vying on different parties, but those are the aspirants for the gubernatorial position that are eyeing the seat on UDA ticket. Kiptis, Cheboy, Koech, Segor, and Lesonet. Those are 5 gubernatorial aspirants. There was an expectation that Mheshimiwa Waziri Simon Kiprono Chelugui would have vied for the position, having given his hand in it, or rather a try in 2013 and also 2017, switching from the gubernatorial seat to senatorial seat in 2017. The expectation was, however, deflated, if I may say, when he visited the Deputy President's residence in Sugoi over the December's Christmas holidays. And the word that came out of the visit is that he has decided to serve the DP, or rather to concentrate on the Deputy President's presidential elections, or campaigns rather. And the DP said, muniachie huyu kijana tufanye kazi naye, nitakuwa na mtuma wapi sijui wapi. But of course our conversation is around whether he's vying or not, and he may not be vying for the seat of the governor, and that leaves the contestants, or rather reducing the contestants from 6 to 5. Senatorial seat, the seat is currently held by Senator Gideon Moi, who is also the KANU party chairman. And Gideon Moi, a few months ago, he expressed his interests to vie for the presidential seat, and that would mean that he may not be vying for the seat, the senatorial seat, or rather he may not be defending his seat as a senator in Baringo County. And so there are people who are looking at succeeding him, and among them who have expressed their interests are Mheshimiwa Tochim, Silas Tochim, who is the MCA for Tenges Ward. There's also Isaiah Kirukmet. Isaiah Kirukmet is works with the NHIF. The last time I checked, he was a branch manager in Eastleigh. I don't know if he's transferred yet or not, but that is where he's working currently, and he has expressed his interest to vie for the senatorial seat. Another aspirant for the Senate seat is a gentleman called Chelaite, Felix Chelaite. He's a young man who was based in Australia, recently moved to Kenya to start and continue with his campaigns. Finally, we have Mheshimiwa William Cheptumo, who is the current MP for Baringo North. The word on the ground is that he's vying for the seat, but he's yet to make it public. Even during today's rally, he will not make it public. However, the word and reliable sources indicate that he would be vying for the seat. Moving on to the women reposition, the seat is being held currently by Mheshimiwa Honorable Gladwell Tungo Cheriot, who was elected on a KANU ticket in 2017. She succeeded Mheshimiwa Grace Kiptui, who was the first women rep for Baringo County. Gladwell would be defending her seat for the second term. And those who are looking at succeeding her, Mheshimiwa Rebecca Lomong from Baringo North. However, some people say she was born and brought up in Tiati and married in Baringo North, so they are looking at her as someone from Baringo North and at the same time from Tiati. Of course, looking at it in that perspective, you would want to assume that it would give her an added advantage as she continues to drum up for her support from both the communities living in Tiati and those living in Baringo North. Lomong is currently serving as a commissioner at the Public Service Board in the County Assembly of Baringo. She was also among the first commissioners at the Baringo County Public Service Board, the people who were setting up the first set of human resource when the county of Baringo was started in 2013 under the leadership of Governor Benjamin Cheboy. Another aspirant for this seat is Mheshimiwa Florence Jematia Kimoe, who is from Baringo South. She is currently the MP for East Africa. She's the MP for the East African Legislative Assembly. She's a member of the East African Legislative Assembly. This is a position that she acquired, having been nominated by the deputy, or rather by the Jubilee government. She was among those who were fronted by Jubilee government, and their names were approved by the Parliament. And she is currently serving there in the Assembly, the East African Assembly in Arusha, Tanzania. That is Florence Jamatia Kimoi. Finally, we do have Nancy Chesire, who is also looking at clinching that seat. There are quite a number of aspirants for this seat, but not quite of them have come out to express their interests as of which party they would be using to vie on. So we've just listed those who are vying on a UDA ticket. Now to the constituencies, and of course starting with ELdama Ravine, who are our hosts today. ELdama Ravine would be one of the hotly contested seats, and the sitting MP, as indicated earlier, is eyeing the governorship position, is seeking to become the third governor for Baringo County. That is Mheshimiwa Lesonet. He's the host MP for today, and his position is being about 10 aspirants, actually 7. The list that I have here has 7 aspirants who are looking at succeeding him now that he's exiting this position, and I would go through them quickly. That is the first one is Nixon Mutai. Nixon Mutai is a former chief of staff at the county government of Baringo. The first county government of Baringo, when it was set up, Nixon Mutai served as the chief of staff under the leadership of Mheshimiwa Governor Benjamin Cheboy. The second aspirant is Dan Kiprop, and this list is not in any particular order, neither is it in any order of something close to popularity. It is just a random pick. Daniel Kiprop, alias Kappa. Kappa works with the Communications Authority, CA. I believe he's in the accounts department and is looking at being the next MP for ELdama Ravine. We also have Musa Sirma. He's a former minister for East Africa. He was also an MP for ELdama Ravine between 1997 to 2007 when Mheshimiwa Moses Lesonet took over from him. We also have Alima Abdul. She is currently working with the Ministry of Roads and Infrastructure, and she is the PA, the personal assistant to the minister, or rather the cabinet secretary for that ministry. That is Engineer Masharia. We also have Elijah Kiptonge. Elijah Kiptonge has an array of names: Elijah, Kiptanui, Kiptonge. He's also known for his slogan Haro ya Maendeleo. Kiptonge works with the Teacher Service Commission. He's a supervisor among the officers who supervise the quality of education in public and private schools. That is Elijah Kiptonge. His other name is also Sabor. I think that is where he taught first. That may have been one of his first stations as a teacher. Emmanuel Ngetony is an environmentalist, and his interests for this seat is giving it a second shot. In 2017 he vied on a Kano ticket, and from his speech he said in 2017 he didn't have money, neither did he have cars, neither did he have a wife. But now he has all of them and is in the correct party. So he's saying that with all that which he didn't have and now he has, he stands a bigger chance to win the seat of the ELdama Ravine constituency. That is Emmanuel Ngetony. He's a young man, barely 30, and he's saying his interests are not for the next election or a re-election, but for the next generation. That is Emmanuel Ngetun. Finally, we do have Dr. Carol Talam. Dr. Carol Talam is an eye specialist. He's been working with she works with the Nakuru General Hospital, or rather Provincial General Hospital, as an eye specialist. She's among the women, or rather female aspirants, who are eyeing this seat. This seat has attracted quite a number of women, or rather not really quite a number of women, but 2 women who are seen to be strong contestants in this race, and that is Mheshimiwa Halima Abdul and also Dr. Carol Talam. Dr. Carol Talam got into the highlights recently when she organized an eye clinic, free eye clinic in Timboroa and also Maji Mazuri, where quite a number, over 1,000 people attended, and the word on the ground that is that it is an activity that gave her prominence, and that is why she is getting a mention, or rather she got a mention even during the DP's visit today in ELdama Ravine. Moving on to Baringo North, we do have Mheshimiwa William Cheptumo, who is not defending his seat right now. He's a sitting MP there. However, as indicated earlier, Mheshimiwa Cheptumo is eyeing the senatorial seat and is looking at succeeding Mheshimiwa Gideon Moi, who has chosen to give it a shot on the presidency. So those who are looking at who are eyeing the Baringo North parliamentary seat are Mheshimiwa Joseph Makilap. Joseph Makilap vied in 2017 on a KANU ticket, not a KANU ticket really, but a PDR ticket. The PDR is a party that rebranded to UDA and would be vying on a UDA ticket. We also have Mheshimiwa Chepsongol. Mheshimiwa Chepsongol is the current MCA for Bartabwa Ward. That is Ruben Chepsongol is also eyeing the seat. We also have Sami Chelanga. Alias Penge, he's also an aspirant for the MP position in Baringo North. Moving on to Baringo, to Mogotio. Mogotio, the sitting MP is Dr. Daniel Tuitowek and would be seeking his second term on a UDA ticket. We also have Kiborek Ruben. Is about 30 years old young man who vied in the previous election, and he believes that he has gained enough muscle to compete with the bigwigs in the political arena. He's known for his Kalenjin. He has very nice oratory skills. He can speak fluent Kalenjin with quite a lot of sayings and maybe proverbs drawn from the Kalenjin Medali dictionary, if there is such a book around. Kiborek Ruben also would be facing off with Dr. Sambili, not Dr. Sambili, but Professor Helen Sambili, who is a former MP for Mogotio. Sambili lost in 2017 to Dr. Tuitoek. She lost through the nomination, where Tuitoek won the nomination and subsequently winning the main election in August 2017. To Baringo South, that is Marigat. Baringo South, the current MP is Mheshimiwa Charles Kamuren, who was elected on a Jubilee ticket in 2018 after the seat fell vacant following the death of the first MP for Baringo South, the late Mheshimiwa Grace Kipchoim. So Mheshimiwa Kamuren would be contesting against Wakili Frida Lotuya. We also have Dr. Kaibos, a medical doctor from Arabal. We also have Paul Kimaru, who is a CPA, certified public accountant. We also have Wakili Joseph Tarus, is a lawyer practicing in Mombasa, or rather the coast region. Baringo South, Kamuren, Tarus, Lotuya, Dr. Kaibos and Paul Kimaru. Baringo Central, we do have the sitting MP, Joshua Kandie alias Mas, that he will be defending his seat to go on a second term. We have Kericho, David Kiplagat Kericho is currently the Speaker for Baringo County Assembly. He lost to he won the Jubilee nominations but lost to Joshua Kandie in the final election in 2017, and would be looking to make or rather to clinch the seat for the first time. Mheshimiwa Sami Mwaita is a former MP for Baringo Central. He had served for 2 terms, 2007 to 2017. After serving for 10 years, he lost and is looking to make a comeback this year. That's Sami Mwaita, Mheshimiwa. There's also a youthful aspirant anaitwa Mheshimiwa Paul Torore. Torore is a young businessman based in Nairobi and is looking at battling it out for during the nominations among Kandie, Kericho, Mwaita. And there's also a lady called Elizabeth who works with the county government of Baringo, Department of Health. Moving on to Tiati, Baringo East Pokot. Those are the former names of Tiati. In Tiati, it is in 2017 it was painted red, having produced all the elected leaders under the party KANU, and the slogan there was 8-0. 8-0 was a slogan crafted by the 7 elected MCAs, those who were vying on a KANU ticket, and 1 MP aspirant, Mheshimiwa Kamket, who won the election by a huge margin, beating Mheshimiwa Kamama. Mheshimiwa Kamama and Kamket are now back to the race. Kamket is seeking to retain his seat for the second time, and Kamama is looking at making a comeback, having served for 3 terms. Kamama was elected on a NAC ticket. NAC is the National Rainbow Alliance. Is it? NAC Kenya, sorry, the Mother Karua owned party, the one whose symbol is a rose flower. That was the party which Kamama was elected on in 2002 when Kibaki took over from Mzee Moi, the late President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Kamama served from 2002, re-elected in 2007 on a PNU ticket. And in 2017, he was elected, in 2013, he was elected again. 2017, he lost to Mheshimiwa Kamket, who was vying on a KANU ticket. And in 2017, Kamama gave his trial, or rather gave his shot on a PDR ticket, but he lost to Kamket. Now, so that is a highlight of the various aspirants for the many positions, elective positions. In Baringo County, we do have 39 elective positions. 30 ward members of county assembly, 6 MPs, 1 governor, 1 senator, and 1 woman representative. So 30 plus 6 MPs, 30 MCAs plus 6 MPs, that makes 36, and 3 county seats. And maybe we can add another one to make 13, or rather 40, the speaker's position, because it's also elective, but the Raya may not be electing them because it's a mandate of the members of the County Assembly of Baringo to decide who would be their speaker. So we can say Baringo County has 40 elective seats, and everyone would be looking at which seat is going to which region. It's a conversation that maybe many people are not very comfortable with, but that's exactly what people are discussing right now. And even at the national level, if the president is from Rift Valley, you don't expect him to pick a deputy from Rift Valley. You would expect him to pick from another region, and of course a region that is strategic enough to give him a vote base that would increase the chances of winning the election. So coming down to Baringo, if the governor goes to Baringo North, you expect him to pick a deputy from either Baringo South or Mogotio or ELdama Ravine, looking at the orientation of the regions. Governor from North, pick a deputy from South. Women rep maybe to be distributed to another, or rather be given to another constituency, and the other county position is the senatorial seat. So those are the parameters that many people would be using to make a decision as of who would get the seat, or rather who would clinch the top seats in the county. So far there is no much clarity, because not all the aspirants have expressed their bid publicly, and so the conversations would be more of undertones, which would later build into factors that would determine which seat goes to which region. Of course, everybody has a right to vie, but at the end of the day, it's a conversation around the regional balance. So that is our the information that we had for you, that would give you a picture of how Baringo County is preparing to go into an election. At the moment, UDA has set the April of 17th of April 2022 as the day for the party primaries. So by the 20th of April, we will know who would be the UDA party ticket holders who would go into the general election and contest for the various positions from the MCA, MP, women rep, Senate, and the gubernatorial seat, and of course the one which we've just introduced, the speaker's position. It's been about 2 hours of live coverage, or even more, and that is we are coming to you live from ELdama Ravine, giving you live feeds of the rally that was attended by the Deputy President William Ruto and his newly and his new co-principals in a new alliance, which a name is yet to be given. Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi of ANC and Wetangula of Ford Kenya. This is the first rally attended by the three co-principals, having come together to form a coalition a few days ago. That is last week on the 23rd of January 2022. A merger that was termed as an earthquake. I don't know to what scale the earthquake hit your area, and of course that is political. So to what scale did it hit your area? While Mudavadi rose to speak during the rally, you could hear people chanting earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. So did the earthquake hit your area, and to what scale? Maybe you can give us a feedback on the comment section, and of course we'll be glad to read your comments on the comment section. Something else also to note, you may have realized that this could be one of the most receptive crowd comparing to the various or the recent rallies that the Deputy President William Ruto has held in the recent past. There was one in Eldoret, there was another one in Bomet, and another one in Kericho. Those three rallies in the North Rift region were a bit chaotic, because quite a number of aspirants were booed. But this one, I think only 2 people were booed, or maybe was shouted down by the attendants or the crowd. So this could be one of the most organized, and I believe yesterday night from about 10 p.m. leaders were meeting to organize, to mobilize people to attend the event And the clarion call was, we need peace, a peaceful rally, a rally that would give audience to any of the people who would be given a chance to speak. And maybe that explains why there was a low, or rather a considerable minimal booing during the time for the various candidates to speak. Maybe our team will be looking into the clips, analyzing them, and giving a report on how each of the aspirants fared on. And that's not a maybe, but that is what we will do from a newsroom. And from us as a Baringo News team, we are glad to have had you throughout the 3 hours of live stream, and you've taken your time to watch, listen, and also give your feedback. And from our team at Baringo News, Ravine News, and the entire Eblin Media fraternity, we are grateful for your time, and we look forward to engaging you more. And maybe to just remind you, we wish to remind you that this platform would be giving you an opportunity to listen to your aspirant, to know them, and to also vet them, and maybe give your thoughts about these people. And this platform would give an array of opportunities for these people. They'll come in form of talk shows, they'll come in form of debates, and we'll begin immediately with the MPs debates, the Member of Parliament debates, aspirants debates for Member of Parliament. We'll move on to women rep, and go up slowly until we close with the gubernatorial debate. And we believe that would be the first in Kenya, the first gubernatorial debate in Kenya, which is held by community-focused media, a community-focused media platform. Of course, there was the first one, which was done by the media, a coalition of media houses in Nairobi, and they held Nairobi gubernatorial debate, and this will be specific for Baringo County. So, as our audience, get ready for as much and very interesting conversation that we'll be having on our platform. We'll be giving you an opportunity to know your leaders, and apart from knowing your leader, you'll get to know if they really have content, or do they really understand the role of the position that they are seeking to assume, or the office that they are running for. So that's just a reminder. And you must have seen a number of shows that we began last year. There was Baringo News on the Go. Baringo News on the Go is a program that brings you a one-on-one interview with an aspirant at a given location. So our team moves with the equipment, the broadcasting equipment, to where the aspirant is, and that is when we have our conversation with them. The second show was, or rather is, the Talking the Vote show. This is where we invite an aspirant to the studio and we talk about the vote. All these are geared towards the 2022 general elections. There are conversations around governance, around policy, around prudence of spending of public finances, and any other aspect of leadership that you may be looking at to know or to see if your leader has. And all these are also there to help you to make a decision, and not just a decision but an informed decision on who is best suited to assume which seat. And that is purely based on getting to know them and also getting to ask them questions that would determine whether they are fit for the job or not. And that is our main objective at Baringo News during this electioneering period. Well, a lot, much has been said, much you may have seen during the live stream, and that's a little that we wanted to add on the live stream, so that while you exit, you may be knowing more about Baringo as we head towards 2022. It is a road to 2022, and we are here to give you every highlight, every update in the best way possible. Thank you. Have been your host, Komen SK, I've been commentating for the few minutes that we've been together. And mine is just to thank you for your time. And we look forward to having more conversations like this in the future. Thank you and have a good day.
Mama